Alrighty. Well, I just wanted to hop on real quick because, well, I hadn't gone live in a few days. Just wanted to check in, say what's up to my people. Hey, Paul, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that. I'll probably make this one kind of short-ish, maybe. But we'll see what happens. Frankie B, what's happening? Sierra Plana, how are you? Just got a few little quick topics I wanted to just chat on real quick while I'm getting ready. I'm actually gonna go meet a friend of mine to go catch up. We used to work together. Billy Sanchez, what's happening? Hey Ron, what's good? GM, CD, XX, Jorge Garcia, what's happening? Hope everybody had a great day. It's not a bad day out here as far as the weather goes. Just chilling, Sun's about to go off into the distance, as always. Chase Money in the house. What's happening? Alright, there you go. Anyway, but yeah, Mr. White, what's up? Ja for real, 702, what's going on? What's going on? Okay, so what to get on first? So, has anyone here been following the phenomenon with QAnon? Norway's in the house? That's awesome. Welcome to the show. This is very, very informal. I don't have a whole lot of script. I just have my three daggone topics right here, and that's it. So, freestyle session for the most part. But I did want to connect with you all because, well, that's kind of what I do. I was feeling guilty. I'm like, man, I hadn't connected with my peeps in a while. So, not sure if everybody's familiar with what's been going on with QAnon. Apparently, there's this person or group of people who are supposed to be insiders as far as the military intelligence aspect. No, I'm not doing Q drops. I just wanted to cover this one thing. QAnon, I'm saying it's been an interesting thing because this entity, this person, this group, this faction, whoever, has been doing these drops, just kind of putting information out there as far as what may or may not be going on behind the scenes with the whole political theater aspect. But I mean, a lot of it seems to match up, and a lot of it's these cryptic messages. But they do these drops through 4chan or 8chan, it may be at this point. But anyway, the one interesting thing that I wanted to talk about as far as QAnon goes was one of the drops a couple weeks ago. It was one subfolder, and I watched a video of this lady go through one of these subfolders, and one of the subfolders was titled Flat Earth, Gravity is a Hoax, Bees Levitate. I believe that was the title of it. So it was a Q drop about Flat Earth. And inside this folder, she found these files, and these files linked to these old newspaper articles outlining how flat earthers from around the early 1900s, how they were going out doing experiments, told stories about one guy who met up. He was out with his dad one time. His dad was he was working outside, and he had this millstone. And the millstone, he's like cranking it, the millstone spinning and all that, and he like poured water on it to cool it off, and the water flew off. And the little boy goes to his dad, and he says that the teacher told him that the earth is spinning. And he asked his pops, well, if the earth is spinning, why didn't the water fly off like he was doing the millstone? And then, that was like his first rational question, because kids have this stuff figured out. Kids are just Oh, you got the file? Ron, you gotta start doing videos on that. All right, so, or like shoot me a link or something, man. I'm not linked in with QAnon at all, or those big files, man. So you got my email. Let me know what's up. But I want to check those out too. But yeah, he was asking about that. Why doesn't the water fly off? Basically, we're asking like, why doesn't water fly off of this spinning ball? You know, we ask the same question often, but gravity, of course. But it's just ridiculous, so I don't want to get into all that. But yeah, that was they lie about everything. Absolutely, I love that name. It's so true, so catchy, and it's true. But that was interesting. So what that does, though, as far as QAnon dropping those files about flat Earth, is it's cool because people who aren't really interested or looking, or that may not come across this stuff, they'll have an opportunity to look into it, or they'll be compelled to look into flat Earth because QAnon brought it up. And like the lady who did the video going through the different articles and all that, she was like really skeptical and all that, but because she has placed high regard on information that she gets from QAnon, she went ahead and decided to start doing some research. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was something to look into. So anybody that's into QAnon and respects what they have to say and keeps track of these things as far as trusting the plan and all that good stuff, then yeah, QAnon has a file on flat Earth that they uploaded, and it's available, and I guess my man Ron's gonna be shooting me a link to that. So what's up? Hey Bob Browski, what's happening? Alright, hey Regina. What? Let me see. A dude in the entertainment ball says he went back to the Globe. That's awesome. Okay. Alright, we got one in a million every time. How am I doing this week? This week was pretty cool. Got a lot of work done. Just prepping for things next week. I got a lot of equipment to turn in, some stuff like that, but that's neither here nor there. Gonna be out of town the next couple weekends, going to visit the little ones and all that. This weekend is pretty chill. Nothing going on. Tomorrow night after I get off this stream, I'm meeting up with a coworker of mine. Hey, Lil Red, how you doing? Yeah, meeting up with an old co-worker of mine. We're just gonna catch up, sit down, talk for a little while. So, Q&A. All right, so that's enough on QAnon. And you're asking what's up with Kanye. You know what, Bob? I have no idea what's going on with Kanye. I heard some of the stuff he said. I've seen a couple of his tweets. And I mean, we all kind of knew that Kanye was supporting Trump anyway. And I mean, he was one of the first people to meet up with Trump, like right after he got elected anyway. So I mean, he's been cool, but that whole thing, I'm not sure. The stuff that Kanye is saying, it's just as far as I can tell, he's just a dude with an opinion that differs from the mainstream opinion, and the mainstream media is trying to make it into something bigger than it has to be. It's just a guy who's saying he loves Trump. They have, they're both from dragon energy or whatever he said. I'm like, all right, dragon energy sounds awesome, but all right, I got nothing to do with it. But looks like he's on psych meds. I don't know. That's the thing. Kanye, he said, I heard in one thing he said he doesn't have a manager anymore, or it was maybe he tweeted this, said he doesn't have a manager anymore, like he can't be managed, so he might be off the chain, just doing whatever he wants to do at this point. But the fact that he came out and said something different than what everybody else is saying, I mean, that's like what we do, and the mainstream is calling him crazy. So let's try to think about it from a different aspect. Yeah, what are you saying? I mean, we automatically get these labels. As far as the political spectrum goes, it's expected for anyone with melanin, a darker complexion, is supposed to be a Democrat because I suppose the whole situation was set up a long time ago that well, Obama was a Democrat. Black people should like Democrats. I'm like, Obama was garbage as far as a presidency goes, and he did a lot more damage than good, in my opinion. Anyway, but that's all. Yeah, it's probably another distraction, in my opinion. Just trying to keep our minds off of real things that are going on. But I'll chat on one of those real things in a little bit. Okay, so that was my couple minutes on Kanye. And yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. The Democratic Party was started by the KKK. So that's the roots of that. But I mean, even as far as the Democrats go, looking at when Bill Clinton was in office, the legislation that he passed, it exploded the prison population, the war on drugs and all that stuff. I mean, it was basically targeted towards the black community. So that's all that is. And you know what, Milkman? Honestly, Kanye wants people to think critically. Period. I agree with that. I can agree with that. So, no, the Clintons continued the war on drugs, is what I'm saying, and that exploded the prison population. A lot of the stuff that Bill Clinton signed into law around that time, when Hillary was one of the on the board of Walmart, corporate scumbag she is. But around that time, Bill Clinton, passed a lot of legislation that basically exploded the prison population, and it kind of targeted minority communities. So there's that. Moving along. Hey, Richard. The Flat Earth Conference in the UK last week. So that happened. And some of the backlash that's coming out of that comes from the ideas of the cosmic egg universe theory from Darren Nesbitt, the sun going through portals and coming out the other side, the rectangular, I guess they call it the Pac-Man model is what people call it. But that, so what's happening with that? It's tough to subscribe to that because, well, one, okay, let's look at the cosmic egg model. Okay, I'm not